I've always hated Indian schools, and now I know why. Today's video is different. It's not a vlog, it's not a travel content. It's something personal. It's something painful. Something I've kept buried for a long time. Hi, I'm VALF, a video editor and a voice actor. I've worked on countless projects over the years. YouTube videos, ads, storybooks, TikTok, Instagram reels, you name it. My superpower, I can replicate any video editing and voiceover style you throw at me. If you are a new client, you get one unfair discount, whether it's for video editing or voice acting. Want to see my work? Check out my portfolio, it's in the description. Just shoot me an email. If I'm not overbooked, I will respond to you within 24 hours. Worried about the pricing? Don't be. I've got flexible packages to fit all kinds of creators. I've got a small dedicated team behind me. Even if you don't want my services, just say hi, I love to connect. Now, back to the video. I was too little to understand back then, too little to know any better. But now all the trauma is slowly creeping in. It's all coming to me. The injustice, the emotional scars, the psychological and mental abuse. And I realize now that it wasn't okay. So I'm gonna share my trauma with you. Because why not? Maybe someone out there needs to hear this. You know it's a trauma when it happened so long ago, but you still remember it vividly. I was so little, I don't remember most things from that time, but I remember these moments like they happened yesterday. The cake incident. Sounds kind of funny. This is how I cope. Just turn everything into a joke. Back when I was like 10 or 12, I was sick. I missed school for a week. My mom didn't pack lunch that day, so my dad brought me some food. A cake. There wasn't really a recess in that school I used to go to. You just pull out your lunchbox and start eating whenever. So I unpacked the cake my dad gave me, and that's when it happened. This teacher, angry, frustrated, walks up to me and he asks, "Did you get your homework done?" I said, I wasn't here last week. I still had the food in my mouth. He grabbed my head and pressed it hard against the wooden bench and punched me in the back. I was small, I was petite. Can you imagine doing that to a child? He was not pulling back his punch. I felt my inside shake. I coughed on my food. I got scolded for spitting it out too, and then I had to clean it up. It was traumatic because it wasn't even my fault. From that day on, I developed a deep fear of adults. They were all giants to me, 3 times my size. 4 times, I was too petite. I couldn't speak up. Heck, I didn't even tell my parents that. I was that afraid. Even if I was right, I thought I would get hurt even more, physically or mentally. My baby brain thought, what if he catches me while I'm on my own and there's no one there to protect me? The system and resentment. Fast forward to 2017. I'm older now. I lost respect for almost all teachers, at least in India. You had to be absolutely best to earn my respect. Also, it was at that time I learned about the politics of the school system. Turns out if you have certain title or religious identity, you were treated differently. Also, teachers who didn't like you could cut your grades just because they could. So even if you tried to stand up, the system had all the power. They pulled the strings. They bullied you freely. People might say, well, India is a third world country. What did you expect? But no, if you want to progress, you have to take a stand. You have to make changes. You can't stay stuck forever. The teachers who changed everything. I was lucky. Right when I was about to give up on it all, 2 home tutors entered my life. They changed everything. They were kind. They almost never use hurtful words. They taught me what a real teacher looks like. You see, teaching is a skill. Not everyone can do it. You can have a PhD, be on top of your class, but if you lack the basic human compassion, you can never be a good teacher. Now we're in 2025. My anger has cooled down a bit. I'm working on letting go. I meditate, I reflect, I pray. I try to accept what happened and why it happened. I couldn't have changed it, but it shaped who I am today. And now I stand up to injustice. I came out stronger, and now I'm ready to call out teachers or officials who abuse their power. God forbids if this ever happens again, to me or to my cousin brothers or my little sisters, I would not hold back. I will protect them at all costs. Because no one deserves to go through what I went through. Healing and warning. This kind of trauma is a double-edged sword. Either you rise above it or you normalize it. You start thinking abuse is okay. You pick up toxic traits. You start swearing, hurting others, doing what was done to you. And in that process, you hurt people who don't deserve it. Healing takes inner work. It takes time and a lot of courage. Final message to the youth. I've noticed something lately. Indian youth, heck, youth all over the world have become so toxic. Swearing, cheating, backbiting, doing God knows what. Channel that energy into something positive so that others don't have to go through what you went through. Raise your voice for the weak. You're not wrong for having an opinion. You have the right to be creative. That's right. The right to feel safe. The right to speak up. Even the right to fight back if it means survival. In 2013, a school in Bihar shut down after students claimed they saw a ghost, a woman with backwards feet, stalking the hallways, no footsteps, just silence and stares. Yes, a school in Siwan district shut down. Siwan district. Sounds Korean, but trust me, it's not. Students claimed they saw a woman, her feet facing the wrong way, gliding through the halls. No footsteps, just coldly staring at everyone. Some said she was a former teacher, ostracized for reporting abuse. Others believe she was a mother who died begging for her child's justice. If you are a kid dealing with injustice, leave a comment, spread awareness, reach out to an adult. Don't stay silent. Even if it doesn't kill you, it could kill a part of your mind that's meant to grow. Mental maturity is what makes you an adult, not your size. And these traumatic experiences, they can seriously harm your emotional development. So please, if your parents won't listen, find someone who will. Don't stay silent. I know some kids have dismissive parents. Thank you for listening. Let's raise awareness. Let's protect the next generation. And always remember, you are not alone. If this resonated with you, share it. And watch this video. I made it funny. It will help you change your mood.